Zealand's capital, an uprising of sorts is taking place. But what we're about to witness is not a political revolution, it's a footballing one. For out of the ashes of the kings and the knights has arisen a phoenix, but at the feet of this bird is a football, not a nest of cinnamon. The journey from myth to reality begins today at the Westpac Stadium, in front of an expectant crowd, desperate for the Phoenix to rise triumphant. Yes, today, Sunday, August 26th, 2007 will go down in history as the day a new era of football dawned in New Zealand, with the Wellington Phoenix making their debut against the reigning champs, the Melbourne Victory, in round one of the Hyundai A-League. Welcome to the Westpac Stadium. Joining me, former international Harry Nata. Well, Harry, a lot of interest in this game on both sides of the Tasman. Tell me, what can we expect from this encounter?
I think it'll be a hard-fought game, Dennis. I think both teams, I think there has been a lot of expectation from across the ditch with the way the Knights performed last season. The Phoenix, again, different kettle of fish, new team, new players, new coach, new organisation. So, hopefully they can get off to a good start today.
This is a huge occasion for Wellington, Harry. I've just had an update on where there's 5,000 people outside still waiting to get in for kick-off. Just a momentous occasion. I don't even think Wellington expected it to be of this magnitude.
Well, I think they'd sold a heap of tickets in the last couple of weeks for this game, Dennis. But like you said, as they do walk up crowd, kept expecting to get in with 15-20 minutes to go. You're going to have to get here a good hour in the next game. I think if they get a result today, I think we're going to see a closer capacity stadium in the next couple of games.
Yeah, growing up in Wellington, because everything's close, you have this mentality you can show up 10-15 minutes before, but no, earlier the better for this. And here they come, the Wellington Phoenix coming out with the Melbourne Victory on their debut game, and the emotion, look at that, the emotion going through the team, a lot of pride and a lot of pyrotechnics.
And a few seats there. Hopefully these people coming into the stadium can fill those. But look, it's from a player's perspective, whether what they're feeling at the moment. All sorts of emotions running around. A great support here for the Victory team as well, coming across the ditch. Ross Eloise, we talked about him earlier on. He'll lead from the front. Get some great continuity and great synergy in the midfield with the likes of Jeremy Christie and Michael Ferrante.
Harry, do you think this will be a feisty game? Do you think they'll be a bit reserved, try and feel each other out first quarter of an hour? Or do you think when you've got Kevin Muscat and Ross Eloise going head-to-head, you've got two tough competitors?
I think there'll be a stage of the game, especially the first 15 to 20 minutes, for the teams just to ease themselves out and get over the pre-match nerves, get into a pattern of play, into shape, and start playing a game like obviously the Phoenix had a pretty good build-up, pretty good pre-season. The results and performances, are quite credible. So on a psychological advantage for them possibly with a 2-1 win in pre-season over the Victory.
I'd have to say there's quite a lot of pressure on this Melbourne side. You've got reigning champions, and then you've got one draw in the entire pre-season. And Ernie Merrick, I think he's a little bit nervous.
Well, they are very nervous. From what we've seen from some of the interviews with Ernie Merrick and Kevin Muscat, these guys are expecting a tough game today. They're not expecting like we did with the Knights last season, expecting these guys to come out and play. I mean, like we said, it's a new team, some great players, and good to see some New Zealand talent too coming to the forefront and playing today.
Well, for the Wellington Phoenix, also a lot of pressure on the side, a lot of pressure on Ricky Herbert, as we've talked about, Harry, through the week and also earlier on, that this team has to perform credibly. They have to do well. A lot of Wellingtonians trialling football today to see what it's like, and if the product is good, they'll come back again.
I think consistency, Dennis. I think Ernie Merrick had an interview with him during the week. Consistency, picking up points on a regular basis, whether it's a draw on the road, you pick up the odd win on the road, but these guys want to be winning the majority of their games at home and picking up those points on the road to hopefully push for a playoff position.
Well, Melbourne coach Ernie Merrick has arrived in New Zealand with a very strong team, including Maki Theoklitos and Cole. You've got Vargas and Pekovsky, indeed Bremner, Muscat, the two enforcers in the middle of the park. You've got Hernandez, exciting player, the Costa Rican legend there, and also you've got the top goal scorers from last year, also Benachi Thompson. This is a great side.
I think a lot of people talk about their attacking prowess with the Melbourne Victory, but they've recruited very well at the back with Milosevic as well, coming back from Europe, and with Roddy Vargas, he had a great season last season too.
Well, for the Phoenix, coach Ricky Herbert has entrusted these 11 men with the task of taking the field for the first time in the club's history. Yes, Glenn Moss in goal. You've got Cleverson and Lockhead at the back. Eloise, the enforcer. I'm looking forward to watching him. Daniel, the creator. I can't wait. Well, the fans have renamed the Westpac Stadium the Ring of Fire. Will the occasion, the fans and the Phoenix prove too hot for the Melbourne Victory? Or the reigning champs extinguish the celebrations in the capital? It's time to hand you over to our match commentators Fred de Jong and Harry Nata to find out.
Well, after all the talk, all the predictions and all the questions, the time has come for the Wellington Phoenix to provide some answers. There can be no bigger test for them than hosting the reigning champs, the Melbourne Victory. So all in readiness as we wait for Australasia's best referee, Mark Shields, to get us underway. And it may take a ref of Shields' quality to control the game with a midfield battle containing Muscat, Bremner, Aloisi and Jeremy Christie. Victory coach Ernie Merrick has said after an inconsistent pre-season he is looking for goals, and it'll be Thompson and Allsop he's looking to provide them. Shields gets us underway. The Phoenix from right to left in the black strip with the yellow trim, up against the reigning champs, and immediately the Phoenix go on attack. With me today, Harry Nata. And Harry, it's a big occasion, but it's important for the Phoenix. They don't let all the peripheral stuff get to them. They just play the natural game.
That's right, Freddie. I mean, a good start for the Phoenix, looking at an attacking throw in the attacking third. Some great players out on the ground today. Bremner, Muscat in the middle of the park for Melbourne Victory, up against the likes of Aloisi, Ferrante in the middle for likewise for the Phoenix. So a great battle over the park.
So frenetic start already. There's one of the new Brazilians, Cleverson. He's a big unit at the back for the Phoenix. His combination with Carl Dodd will be crucial to keep Allsop and Thompson under wraps. Tony Lockhead filling in at left back. Just gets the ball nicked off him. Now looking for Thompson. Lockhead again. Christie with his first touch to Aloisi. And the Phoenix get a throw.
Yeah, it's so important for these players to get their first touches under their feet. As soon as they get the ball looking for a black shirt, it's always nice to see a nice pass come off, whether it's 20 metres, 10 metres, 5 metres. It's always nice to see a connecting pass for your first 4 or 5 passes.
Well, it's been a glorious afternoon here in Wellington. The stadium's looking a picture. There's now Melbourne on the charge, and that'll be the first free kick of the afternoon. Tony Lockhead just catching him from behind, and it certainly looks like that one hurts, and referee Mark Shields comes over and has a word.
Yeah, as we see, it was Tony Lockhead here, a late tackle from behind, and he'll be looking for a good start today. Tony Lockhead on the left-hand side for the Phoenix, a young up-and-coming New Zealand player. Spent some time in the States in the university. So looking for big things on the left-hand side here.
So Ljubo Milicevic really felt that one, and he's still limping as the free kick's taken. Milicevic, one of many returning Australians to the A-League. As Schmeltz gets back to help out. Stephen Old, nice header. And the Phoenix, another one of the Brazilians. This is Daniel. Much expected of him, and he's upended in no uncertain terms.
Yeah, it was good play by Daniel on the left-hand side. Nice interchanges with early on with Shane Smeltz and Daniel on that side, on the right-hand side, sorry.
It's Joseph Keenan catching the Brazilian. It'll be Daniel with the free kick. Whips it into the near post. Just over the head of Cleverson. Archie Thompson helping out of the back. Gets his first nutmeg of the season. And then takes off down to support. Ball over the top. Here's Danny Allsop. Allsop with a chance. And Allsop puts it over the top. But straight away you can see the danger from the Melbourne Victory side. Danny Allsop getting in behind the defence.
Certainly showing their range, their passing capacity there, the Melbourne side. And I don't think any Merrick would like Archie Thompson down in the defence if they're too often. Try and pushing him up, get alongside Danny Allsop, using Carlos Hernandez there to throw the support forward.
And that is the danger for the Phoenix, isn't it, Harry? You've just got too much pace up there with Allsop and Thompson. All over the top from Old, just a bit too strong. Stephen Old, one of 6 Kiwis in the Ricky Herbert side this afternoon. Ricky Herbert, straight from the outset, said he was looking to recruit a large number of Kiwis into the Phoenix franchise. And it's no surprise that there's 6 in his initial starting lineup. Away by Dodd. Melbourne pick up the pieces. And again, it's the ball over the top, and Dodd has to stretch. And he gives away the first corner of the afternoon. So Glenn Moss in goal. It was a late inclusion. Regular custodian Mark Paston concussed at training yesterday. They bring the ball into the near post, chance, and Moss gets his 2 hands on it, much to the relief of the large crowd here, and a crowd that's steadily building as well. As we heard, a large number of people waiting outside as the game kicked off. Michael Ferrante sporting the new hairdo. Recruited from Melbourne, Ferrante. And he'll be looking to inflict some damage on his old club. Now Melbourne down the left flank. Keenan it is. One-on-one with Old. And Old just shepherds him, and the ball too strong. Goal kick. So a bright start here at the Westpac Stadium. Looks like both sides out to attack the opposition. And just at this stage, Melbourne looking the more dangerous team though. Good jump from Coveney. There's Keenan. There's a poor pass. Ferrante gives the ball away. Here's Piakowski. Brebner with a switch of play. Hernandez on the ball. Hernandez, real dead ball specialist. I must say, it's very nice to be at a ground in New Zealand and you can suddenly hear the crowd starting to chant. So hopefully that's something that we see a lot more of from the Westpac Stadium. Nice play from Lockheed, looks up. Trying to pick out Schmeltz on the far side. And that's a crunching tackle from Old, and that should bring out a yellow card, and it does. And Stephen Old can have no complaints about that. Came in from behind. Didn't get the ball, and
yeah, welcome to New Zealand from Stephen Old, wasn't it, on Hernandez? They seem to be finding a lot of space right on that left-hand side, the Melbourne Victory. Good interchange of passing, especially in the middle. You know, Archie Thompson dropping off a little bit, leaving Danny Allsop high. They seem to be finding some good numbers in the middle of the park and moving the ball around quite quickly.
And Stephen Old have to be very careful now. And straight away, Melbourne put the ball down that side again. Well cut out by Aloisi. Milicevic. And well up by Cleverson, away from Thompson.
It'll be interesting to see. Allsop and Archie Thompson are very dynamic, very mobile twosome up the front there. With a Dodd and Cleberson, as we see Cleberson dropping right into the centre of the pitch there to follow Archie Thompson, clearing with a header. It's important that they keep their shape, especially at the back. Now Archie Thompson likes to run little angles off the shoulders of defenders, so plenty of talk and communication from Tony Lockhead and Stephen Old on the flanks.
It's very noticeable, isn't it, Harry? You've got that little trio up front. Hernandez just sitting in behind the two front players, Thompson and Allsop. So definitely looking to him to be the playmaker in there.
Well, that worked so well for them last season with Fred and acting in that playmaking role in the middle of the park. They linked up so well on numerous occasions throughout the course of the season. And it paid dividends for them too.
Yes, Fred off to America, and Hernandez is his replacement this year. So Carlos Hernandez, interesting to see him when the set plays come around. Costa Rican international. And Ferrante in hard in the challenge. Here's Daniel. Just knocks the ball away from Bremner. Away from Aloisi, gives it away though. Flicked out right. Here's Allsop. Numbers in the box for Melbourne. Allsop just holding the ball up. Now delivers. And the volley from Hernandez. Blocked by Stephen Old.
There's a nice build-up by the Melbourne side there. Finish off with a Hernandez shot. Probably on his less than favoured right foot. But again, good signs for the Melbourne Victory. They're linking passes and getting their front strikers getting shots on goal.
Melbourne a bit more patient this time. Across the back four. Now the 1-2. Cleberson has to come across. Not much Brazilian in that clearance. Very much an English into the stand clearance. Here's Lockhead again. Looks long down the park. Straight to Milicevic. That's a nice touch.
He's got good feet for a big boy, Ivo Milicevic. Former Perth Glory player, Socceroo.
He's just come back from Switzerland, Milicevic. Played in a few clubs over there. Zurich, Basel. And eventually for the young boys. So I think the only one he didn't hit was Grasshoppers. But an interesting article about him. Seems a very switched on young man. He's come home to get close to his family and enjoy himself, I think, a bit more than maybe it's a bit too restrictive in Switzerland, he found.
We talked about it at the top of the game, Fred, talking about the attacking options that the Victory have. I mean, at the back they've recruited very well. Lua Milosevic in there with Roddy Vargas had a great season last year in the strength of defence. Played just about every game for them. Real solid out-and-out defender. Not much gets past him.
Here's Coveney. As the Phoenix try to get something going forward. Lockhead swarmed by a massive Victory players. And the Victory come away with the ball. Thompson. Here's Ferrante. Dodd. Ferrante very loose. It's a nice ball from Ferrante. And Stephen Old gets forward. Here's Old. Drops it into Schmeltz. First time we've really seen him. Old. Ball needs to get in the box. Aloisi. And now Daniel. And Daniel with the shove in the back that wasn't really required. Better from the Phoenix though. First concerted bit of pressure they've had.
More of a patient build-up too. 3 or 4 exchanges of passing. Good confident move from Stephen Old getting forward. As we see Daniel and Lee Broxham go head to head there.
And another free kick, this time against Cleberson. So now the Phoenix players race back. Kevin Muscat over the ball. Plenty of players forward for the Victory. Ball over the top. That's a great ball. Headed back across the face of goal. But over the top. Just for a minute, it looked like Danny Allsop had got in behind. And that ball was going to fall kindly to him, but he couldn't direct his header.
Yeah, nice ball by Kevin Muscat. As you said, Fred, Danny Allsop just drifting to the far post. Just failing to get any real connection to head it back across goal.
Easy header for Bremner. Terrific leave. Here's Thompson. Nice play from Thompson. Hernandez, Allsop takes the ball away. First touch let him down there. The striker. Best move of the match by far, though. Terrific interplay by the three danger men.
He's not happy with himself there, Danny Allsop. Should have done better. And you know, his first touch is usually pretty good for a big guy. Good interchange from Thompson and Hernandez. And his first shot, just taking him away a touch and putting him off balance, his left foot. Great connection with the ball.
Again, Coveney wins the header. But again, Melbourne pick up the scraps. Daniel working back. Just runs out of room on the far side. Here's Hernandez, Allsop, Thompson, flag goes up, offside. Good play from the back four. As Archie Thompson just drifted into an offside position. And while
yeah, it's good play by Tony Lockett too. He just noticed, just let him drift. That last man or that man on either side of the flank has got that vision to look along the line and either step up or drop off depending on how deep he is.
Hey guys, down below, it's certainly fantastic atmosphere down here. Certainly a little bit of a concern. Ricky Herbert just shouting instructions for his back four just to push up a little bit further. Wonderful delivery there into the penalty area by Lockhead. But certainly the communication at the back, Stephen Old getting caught out a couple of times with Cleberson. New partnership. But so far so good down here. The ground, there's a slight breeze the Phoenix are playing with. And the pitch has certainly got a little bit of give underfoot. It's an excellent condition down here.
Thanks, Mark. Yes, the crowd certainly built up as well. And it's good size here at the Westpac Stadium. As you say, important for the back four from the Phoenix. Have to get tighter, have to push up. Mistake from Victory. Daniel finds Smelts. Ferrante trying to get forward. Poor ball from Smelts. And now on the counter, onside this time, Danny Allsop. Thompson in the middle, Allsop. It looked like handball there for a minute, and it is handball. Referee Mark Shields got the signal from the assistant referee. And Cleberson shakes his head, gets a yellow card as well. And this is trouble for the Phoenix. But they gave the ball up cheaply in midfield and paid the price.
Yeah, we see Danny Allsop trying to force the pass inside. Unfortunate for Cleberson. Left arm just a little bit low there. But further up the field, Fred, I think they've turned over possession on 2 or 3 occasions where they've had, you know, decent possession in going over the halfway line there, just losing possession in the middle of the park. And you can't let a team like the Melbourne Victory on the break let loose.
Well, who other? Kevin Muscat steps up. Scored 6 goals in the first season, 7 goals last year. Most of those have come from the penalty spot. Here he is again, ever reliable with his penalties. The boos ring around the Westpac Stadium. Muscat up against Moss. And the Victory skipper slots that one away. And the Victory take the lead. The 19th minute, Melbourne up 1-0.
As you said, Fred, he's a cool customer in front of the penalty spot. Very rarely misses. I think Glenn Moss will be a little bit disappointed. It was just, you know, at a fairly good height for him. But Muscat had the nerve to slot that one away, put the Victory up 1-0.
So now important for the Phoenix. They don't let that get to them. They push on. Here's Coveney with the header. Lockhead. And again, crunching tackle this time. Piakowski. Christie trying to play it quickly. Grant Bremner wouldn't get out of the way, so he picks up a yellow card as well. Third of the afternoon. And now a chance for the Phoenix to get players forward. With Ferrante and Daniel over the ball. Tall timber in this Phoenix side. Cleberson, Old, Dodd, drilled in hard and low. Not what was asked for. And Michael Theoklitos quickly off his line to gather.
Well, they've got some tall timber in the side. Phoenix, disappointing service there for Michael Ferrante. The set pieces, I think, for the Phoenix is going to be important today. They cleared a couple of corners earlier on, but they've got to make these free kicks count, especially with tall timber that they have.
Again, Lockhead looks down the line. Roxham gets shunted off the ball. Here's Lockhead. Daniel. Ferrante now. Needs acres of space on the right. That's where he puts the ball, forcing Stephen Old forward. Well kept in by the defender. Christie touched on. Ferrante just leaning back, lifts a shot over the bar. But again, better from the Phoenix, more controlled build-up. And again, Stephen Old pushing forward down that right flank.
Yeah, I think Stephen, he's got to be more proactive on that right-hand side. I think we saw the pass, and here's the shot from Ferrante, just leaning back. The right idea, though, looking to pass the ball into that post on the inside there. But I think Stephen Old's got to get forward a lot more. I think when Ferrante had that ball in the middle of the park, there was no one on that right-hand side. And then the pass actually provoked Stephen Old to make the run.
Here's Aloisi out to Old again. No one forward for Old. He gets stuck in possession, gives the ball away. Again, Allsop with the strike this time. Bit adventurous from Allsop. He had Hernandez screaming down the left flank. Probably the better option would be to try and fashion a pass out that way.
Again, possession overturned. Danny Allsop here actually had Hernandez on the one side and Archie Thompson on the other, so Phoenix are probably thankful that he did have a go from about 30 yards.
He smelts. Being shepherded by Piakowski. The ball, Hernandez onside, Allsop. And Allsop, that one slides by. Phoenix are living dangerously. At the moment, they can't handle the three up front.
Great ball from Hernandez there. Just got caught under his feet, I think, a little bit. Danny Allsop just got ahead of the ball there. But yet worrying signs for the Phoenix, especially in the middle of the park when they're turning over possession. The players like Archie Thompson, who likes to drop off the back four and receive the ball and turn, and little passes into Hernandez and Allsop.
It's just a combination between Carl Dodd and Cleberson. Roddy Vargas has gone down. And the referee's blown his whistle. Not sure what he's going to do here. He was actually given a free kick. Yes, free kick to Melbourne. I think Vargas is saying he copped an elbow in the mouth. But Shields takes no further action. Just feeling his jaw, Roddy Vargas.
I was saying he would have had a few of those in his time, Roddy Vargas. Tough customer.
Probably given a few as well, Harry. And this time, Milicevic comes through, and he'll pick up a yellow card as well.
There's Michael Ferrante looking to take advantage of the ball in midfield. Levi Milicevic just catching him late. But again, I think there were eight yellow cards, Fred, in the game against Adelaide and Queensland.
And one red card.
Craig Moore, 2 yellow cards there. What a way to come back.
Just welcome back home, Craig Moore. First game in, red card. This time Ferrante puts that one high in the air. Lockheed Broxham battling away for that. Schmeltz just flattened. Carl Dodd comes forward. Ferrante, chance to shoot. And again this time, can't connect properly, Ferrante. Kevin Muscat stayed on the ground. He was the one that went over the top there. And again, Michael Ferrante looking to shoot at every opportunity.
We probably need someone like Ross Eloise just to calm the players down a little bit, just to get the ball on the ground, keep their shape. They're getting reasonable ball in the middle of the park, just not utilising it at the moment.
Nice touch from Muscat. Here's Keenan again. Again, Alsop just drops out. Cleverson does enough. Christie wins the ball. Here's Daniel. Daniel, space in front of him. Keenan gets back though. And straight away, 2 players around Daniel. One of the quartet of Brazilians in this Phoenix side.
Sort of see the attention he's going to get from the Victory defenders tonight. As soon as he gets the ball, there's going to be 2 players around him. Quick as a flash. As we see him give away a free kick on the right-hand side.
Here's Daniel. He's played a full international for Brazil against Saudi Arabia. So he's no slug, that's for sure. As you say, Harry, the opposing teams certainly going to give him a lot of attention. Schmeltz again being forced all the way back to halfway by Milicevic. Here's Dodd, Aloisi.
I think the Victory, the Phoenix have to be smart there. Players like Daniel, alluding 2 players on, there's going to be a player spare somewhere. So they have to do their math and get their number, get their advantage somewhere else on the park.
Just have to play quicker, really, don't they, Harry? The ball's moving pretty slowly at the moment. This time Christie hits Archie Thompson, and Thompson stays down.
Archie Thompson, he's an elusive player, especially when he's getting the ball in the middle of the park and running at defenders, and this time it was Jeremy Christie that was the guilty partner. But again, great atmosphere here. And the noise, the crowd is near deafening, isn't it? It's a great atmosphere for New Zealand football. Good start. Unfortunately, the Phoenix are 1 down, but a lot of work to do.
He's working hard to get back to this one. Here's Coveney. Yeah, he's working hard, held by Broxham. Crowd not liking that. This time Christie. Ferrante just runs into Piłkowski. Needed to get his head up, look a bit quicker. And again, noticeable for Melbourne. Always looking for the ball over the top for the runs of Alsop and Thompson. Poor play from Dodd. Fortunately for him, Cleberson was alert. Again, the Phoenix just being caught out in bad areas here.
Yeah, they've got to be very careful, especially along that back line with the pace of Allslop, Hernandez and Archie Thompson. They have to be very, very frugal, get very little away.
Here's Brebner. Cleberson goes in hard. He's already on a yellow card. Has to be careful. Now Stephen Auld, again doing well, coming down the right flank. Drops the ball inside. Here's Coveney. Aloisi. Lockheed's free on the left. Decides to straighten it up. Back out right. Daniel to deliver. Smelts. Again. Aloisi. And poor ball from Aloisi. Chance for him maybe to shoot this time. Appeals for handball. Referee waved them away. Cleberson. Not a bad ball to Daniel. Checks inside. Daniel with a shot.
It's a great touch with his head to bring that ball down. Look at that, what a great touch.
Just the cushioned header from Daniel allowed him to free himself up, rifle that shot across the face of goal. But again, when the Phoenix are positive, especially down the right-hand side, they're getting a bit of mileage out there. There's Ferrante again, Lockheed. Coveney. To Lockheed. Now Daniel.
Hey guys, just down below, we're getting ready to make a first sub. Matthew Kemp's coming on. Milosevic is certainly struggling with that knee.
Yes, Milosevic got a knock very early on in the match, so obviously struggling with that. And now, yes, it will be the Victory that make the first substitution. Disappointment for Milosevic. So his return to Australian football lasts just over half an hour. And Matthew Kemp comes in, the Adelaide United player. Here's Ernie Merrick. He'll be very happy with the way his side started. A goal up. Now the ball in behind. Here's Ferrante. Ferrante trying to spin and just blast that one across goal. But a good run from Ferrante and well spotted from Daniel.
Yeah, again, the ball just set up, I think. Get Ferrante just ahead of the ball a little bit, just set up. Unfortunate for him, just a little bit too high over the top of the crossbar. But again, positive signs for the Phoenix, getting the players like Daniel involved in the game a lot more, and Michael Ferrante.
Allsop does well to back in. Moss comes, Archie Thompson goes down. Certainly looked like a foul from up here. Archie Thompson looked like Glenn Moss just clipped him as he went through. But also looked like Archie Thompson could have carried on. And he decided to go down, try and buy another penalty. And Mark Shields would have none of it.
It certainly looked that way, didn't it, Fred? Yeah, I think he had the chance actually to, as we see the replay here, he'd gone around. Glenn Moss had actually, he was a little bit late. I think Thompson trying to make the most of it.
Definitely a foul right on the edge of the box. But it just looked from here that Archie could have gone on. And the ball was free, and he was free. So
again, Ricky Herbert would be too happy with, again, the letting those players, little foot players, loose one-on-one in front of goal on the edge of the area. Carl Dodd's got to get a lot tighter to Archie Thompson, Cleberson.
Again, Harry, it's the movement, isn't it, of those two up front. Makes it so difficult for defenders. You don't know whether to stay with them, because if you do, you leave big holes in the back four.
That's right, Fred. It's a decision you've got to make, in a split second. Do I go with him? Do I let him go? Do I pass him on? Do I open my mouth? I mean, I know it's been reasonably difficult with Cleberson and the language barrier that comes with foreign players coming to a new club, especially when English is not their first language.
There's a bit of frustration there for the Phoenix. Thinking they got a free kick out for Tony Lockhead, only for Shane Smelts to be pulled up for a similar sort of incident. But now a bit more defending for the Phoenix to do. Should be easy for Moss. Coming up 35 minutes in this match, and the match is just fair flown by this first half. Again, Daniel dispossessed in the middle of the park. Roxham, Menendez, ball runs under his foot. Aloisi in hard on Muscat. It's been a while, that one coming. Those two coming to blows.
I think Aloisi's come off first as well. He's limping just slightly after that challenge with Kevin Muscat.
Just a tap on the shoulder from Muscat as he walked past.
I think you'll get Ross out off the park on a stretcher. He'd still want to stay on.
Again, Smelts working back hard. Very, very fit, Shane Smelts. A good vein of scoring form for his country, Smelts. The back of 2 goals against and a 2-2 draw against Wales recently. But how the Phoenix would like him to score here.
Sort of fairy tale stuff, wasn't it, for Shane Smelts? He was, after that Welsh game, his career was in limbo in the lower leagues of the UK. I think previous experience in the old NSL with I think it was the Northern Spirit, possibly. Wicky's welcome the chance to have him back here.
Good work from Daniel. Daniel running at the defence. He's gone past Brebner. He gets shunted in the back. Referee right there. There's a word to Daniel. Mark Shields was buying none of it. Aloisi gets up well for the header. You can see when Daniel gets the ball in the middle of the park, has the ability to run at the defence. It's a lot more dangerous for the Phoenix. Here's Dodd bringing the ball out from the back again. Ferrante, a bit adventurous that from Ferrante. Looking for the big crossfield ball into Coveney. Cleberson comes hard out. It should be offside. Assistant referee just deciding that the ball was going through to Moss. Deciding not to put his flag up. Here's Daniel, right back in his own defence.
Times Daniel's got to be a sort of player that wants the ball all the time. You know, he's got to be a bit smart about where he gets the ball, and when he does get the ball in those attacking areas, that's when you utilise him and make the most of him. At times it's looking like he's looking possibly to do too much. Thinks every time he gets the ball he might have to make things happen.
Here he is on the ball now, Daniel. Aloisi, chance to deliver. Nice ball in behind. Stephen Auld. And away by Kemp. Again, Stephen Auld doing terrific work for the Phoenix down the right flank. Known more as a centre-back, Stephen Auld. Doing a good job for his club. Daniel to deliver the corner. Big group of Phoenix players on the penalty spot. Charging off, and again the delivery not great. And it's a penalty. Mark Shields points to the spot. Yellow card goes up. Not sure who that was for. Could be Keenan, but he spotted something in that melee. Mark Shields had no hesitation pointing to the spot.
delivery in from Daniel. Got a touch there, I think, came through, and again it was Danny Alsop. Yeah. Danny Alsop.
Handball on Danny Alsop. Evens the ledger. Handball away in by Cleverson. Alsop at the other end, and now it'll be Daniel up against the Okletos.
This will give them a great boost before half-time. The crowd are going to erupt if this goes in.
So pressure on Daniel to convert from the spot. Theoklitos bouncing on his line. Up steps the Brazilian. Hits the bar. And then heads over. You can see the sigh across the ground. Hands on head right round the stadium.
He sent Theoklitos the wrong way as well. He just got under it slightly too much, and even the rebound wasn't kind to him.
But a gilt-edge opportunity goes begging for the Phoenix. And how important will that moment be for the match this afternoon? And straight away the Victory on their charge at the other end. Delivered out the back post. Good strength from Alsop. Carl Dodd comes away with the ball.
Done a lot of good work this afternoon. Daniel has been in just about everything in that attacking third that the Phoenix have thrown at the Victory. Wasn't able to capitalise on that chance there presented.
Nice work for Ante and Eloise. Here's Daniel again. Lockhead. Phoenix coming more and more into the match. And Lockhead can't get his cross in. Communication breakdown there between Lockhead and Ferrante. Ferrante made the run, was waiting for the ball. Theoklitos saved by his crossbar. Stephen Old finding space. It's a nice touch from Muscat. Cleverson across the dot. 3 minutes remaining before half-time for the Phoenix. Daniel again on the right-hand side. And Stephen Old is straying into an offside position.
He's doing very well, Stephen Old, to get forward. I mean, last 3 or 4 occasions he's been the outlet on the right-hand side for the Phoenix. But on this instance, just got a bit ahead of himself. The line was able to move up and catch him offside.
Just puts his foot to the ball. Daniel lunges in. But it's the Victory that have possession. Again, nice ball through to Hernandez. Good interplay is Thompson. Again, Stephen Old does well to break up an attack. Ball over the top. Flag stay. No, the flag comes up. Just a bit late, the flag then. Danny Allsop looks across. The assistant referee. Nice finish from Allsop.
Yeah, we again to see the ball from deep. Very straight ball. Danny Allsop caught just offside there, but again, the back two for the Phoenix. Need to get a lot tighter and a lot more organised along that back line.
Again, Coveney wins the header. But offside against Vaughan Coveney. Winning everything in the air, Vaughan Coveney at the moment. Crowd trying to lift the Phoenix. As time ticks over, 45 minutes up in the first half of the Phoenix's A-League season. 3 minutes of extra time to be played. Smelts just wrestling at the back there with Kemp. Coveney again working back well. Ferrante, here's Daniel. Great ball from Daniel. Lockheed in a bit of space. Let's go straight down the line. Smelts again battling well. And it'll be a corner for the Phoenix. The last corner for the Phoenix yielded a penalty. They'll be hoping they can go one better this time. Near post, the Oclados comes flicked on at the near post by a Melbourne player, and it'll be another corner on the far side. Daniel again low and hard, back out to Daniel, half volleys it deep to Aloisi looking for a shove in the back. That was a bit optimistic. Happy with that. Ross Aloisi, Phoenix captain. Just a nice little conversation there with Mark Shields on the halfway line. Touched inside Hernandez, flags up. Again, a close call. And the Phoenix playing with fire. Smelts holding the ball up. Smelts trying to open up an opportunity to shoot. Step over, Aloisi! Good move from the Phoenix. Good work from Shane Smelts. Aloisi can't get his shot on target.
Yeah, good dummy, good awareness. I think it was from Ferrante. And Ross Aloisi failing to get his strike on goal.
And the final action from the first half, Ross Aloisi blasting past. It's been an open, entertaining first half of football, and the difference in the two sides, a Kevin Muscat penalty on 19 minutes. Phoenix will be reasonably happy with the way they've acquitted themselves, but there'll be some stern words from Ricky Herbert because they need to get a goal back. And here at the Westpac Stadium, the Melbourne Victory are leading the Wellington Phoenix 1-0.
to the Westpac Stadium in Wellington, where the Phoenix trail the reigning champs Melbourne Victory by 1-0. Well, Harry, one thing that's clearly evident in that first 45-minute spell is the tempo of the game.
Yeah, it's a great tempo. What we saw with the Adelaide game last night and the Mariners game against Sydney in the first game on Friday night. Great tempo, very quick. You know, the players, a lot of free kicks, a few yellows as well, but the enthusiasm from the players is certainly there. Next 45, hopefully we can see the same sort of enthusiasm and tempo again.
How do you think the home fans are feeling at the halfway stage?
I think, obviously the chance from Daniel the penalty spot, I think that would have, they sent them over the roof. But it's 45 minutes, first game. Another 45 to go. I think they'll be, fairly confident that we might be able to get something out of the game.
A little bit of zorbing on the field, or looks like zorbing anyway, very close to on the field. Just part of the entertainment package, part of the product that the Phoenix are trying to deliver here in Wellington to keep the Wellington crowd coming. But it was Melbourne that had that early opportunity, and Melbourne that scored that first goal in this game. And it had to be, just out of anyone, it had to be Kevin Muscat with this penalty.
He's a cool customer, what we talked about before. Unfortunately for Mossy, it went the right way. Relatively good height for a keeper, to any keeper, and it's not a bad height for a penalty to save. But they were just running rampant in the first at least 15 or 20 minutes. Good interchange from Hernandez and Allsop there. Unfortunately, his first touch just took him a little bit tad too wide there. And then we see the penalty
again. The handball from Cleverson. And Kevin Muscat, he's just so cool, calm and collected from that penalty spot.
I don't think I've seen him miss a penalty.
I can't think of one, no. I can't think of one that he's missed or had saved. In fact, this was, of course, the Phoenix's first opportunity. And Michael Ferrante, Cardinal sin, the old leaning back that you always get told off about as a youngster.
They look promising when they did get the ball, in the attacking third. As we saw Allsop again, and a lot of looks like a lot of the Victory instances were coming through the middle of the park through the defence there. As we see Daniel, great touch with his head just to cushion it and a shot wide.
Well, it was the Phoenix's first real opportunity. Handball from Allsop, deemed by referee. And you were right when you said in commentary the bounce was not kind to Daniel whatsoever, was it?
Didn't even get a good bounce off the crossbar. So those are the chances that you put away.
Yeah, you wonder what Mike Theoklitos might have said when he patted him on the head there. Now, statistically speaking, Harry, a very, very even game. 6 shots on goal to 7, balls in penalty area, shots on target, goals saved, etc. However, the one that counts, the one that gives you the 3 points, is that 1-0 goal lead. And in terms of possession, again, also fairly even. A few more fouls on the Phoenix's side, but in terms of corners, the Phoenix are leading that.
Pretty even. I think they've got to make the most of those. We talked about it earlier, those set pieces. They've got some tall timber in there. Cleverson, Dodd, Stephen Old, Tony Lockhead, Vaughan Coveney. I mean, they've got to make the most of these set pieces. And from the first couple have been disappointing. The first couple of corners and even the first couple of free kicks whipped in from wide angles have been just slightly disappointing for the Phoenix.
So I was just looking at that banner, absolutely loved it. Of course, Archie Thompson, if I'm not mistaken, thinks from Otrahonga.
Born in Otrahonga, yeah.
Good place. Been to Otrahonga, to Higher Hills, in fact. A very cool place. So yes, Archie Thompson, one of Australia's most outstanding products of football, born right here in New Zealand. They've claimed him as well, like Crowded House. And of course, Archie and Danny combining well already in their first game.
They've stopped from last season, have they? They're very, very dynamic. A lot of movement up front, and even the loss of Fred there. You've got someone like this guy, Costa Rican Hernandez, who's linked up very well in the first 45 with Allsop and Thompson.
The one thing that I've noticed, Harry, that's very, very evident with both Archie Thompson and Danny Allsop, and something you guys mentioned, in terms of whether to go with them or whether not to go with them, quite often they very intentionally will be offside, because as we know, if you're not involved in the play, then you can't be called offside, but it adds that little bit of doubt in the defender, because one of those, you're not going to be offside,
That's right.
So
I think those, from their perspective, you'll see probably, offside Thompson and Allsop, quite a bit in the second half as well. They'll keep making those runs because it only takes, one pass or defender just to be a little bit behind the rest to keep him onside and he's in. And anywhere around the box, those two are very, very lethal.
Well, for the Phoenix, it's all been about one of the Brazilian imports, Daniel. He's been outstanding in the first half. Had a shot on goal, unlucky with the penalty, but really here's the creative energy in this Phoenix team.
Yeah, he's the player you look to in that attacking third when you've got the ball to give it to this guy. He's the one that they're looking to make things happen. He's been very aggressive. He's had shots on goal. He's been in amongst free kicks and what have you, running with the ball. He's looking like to be a very gifted player and a threat for the Victory defence tonight.
Speaking of aggression, no love lost there. Did you see him cop a bit of an elbow? I think it was Kevin Muscat, and then 5 minutes earlier gave Ross Aloisi a nice little chest check. But a very, very physical encounter from these two sides.
I think so, and I think Mark Shield has regulated the game. pretty well in the first 45. He's had a couple of yellow cards, but you know, there's a lot of tempo there, a lot of tempo, high tempo action in the middle of the park. You know, Ross Eloise, as we talked about, Grant Berbner and Kevin Muscat, of course, in the middle. And Daniel Hoy's is always going to have that attention. You know, he's the sort of player that when you give him the ball, you know he's going to have players around, defenders around him. So, like you said, the Phoenix have to be smart in when and how they give him the ball. They've got to give him the ball with room so he can move and so he can, you know, put other people in as well.
Well, when we come back, we see if the Phoenix can get back into this game. They trail the Melbourne Victory 1-0 at the halfway stage.
Welcome back to the Westpac Stadium as the crowd get themselves ready for the second half. The Victory leading the Phoenix 1-0, courtesy of a Kevin Muscat penalty. Well, this is the third game in the first round of the Hyundai A-League for 2007. On Friday night, Sydney FC hosted the Mariners, and it was the Mariners through Sasha Petrovsky who took that one out 1-0. And then last night, the Queensland Roar and Adelaide United drew 2-2. Nathan Burns and Bruce Jitte scoring goals. Matty Mackay and Sasha Ogdanovsky returning the favour for the 2-2 draw. Craig Moore sent off in that one. So Grant Berbner there, part of this combative midfield for the Victory. And we wait as referee Mark Shield checks that all is in readiness, looks at his watch. He's already given out 2 penalties, 4 yellow cards this afternoon. And he gets us underway in the second half. And straight away, Melbourne bursting forward. Flags up, referee hasn't seen it yet. The ball just rolled over the sideline. So let's go sideline to Mark Elric.
Well, Aaron, firstly, how's Lebo's knee?
Yeah, with the tackle there, he just twisted it when he landed, so there's no use in continuing. You can only get the first half hour out, so we decided to bring him up and not make any more damage to it.
He certainly started off nice and sharply. It paid off with the pressure to lead to the penalty.
Yeah, look, I mean, we've had some chances. We just like to put them away now. I mean, Dan's had a couple of one-on-ones and Archie as well, and we just hope the second half we can get those on target.
You're looking early in the second half to make any changes?
Yeah, I'd say you'd probably find Casper Taft will come in for Carlos, probably give Carlos another 10-15 minutes and maybe make a change.
Wonderful. Enjoy the second half.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, interesting. Carlos Hernandez only looking for another 15 minutes from him. As again, Melbourne break, good into play, straight through the guts of this Phoenix side. But the final shot just not finding its mark from Berbner. Again, good play from the Victory.
Yeah, they really are finding holes in the Phoenix defence here. This time it was Grant Berbner. Shot just wide. Unlucky, not disappointed with himself. He didn't get Moss to make a save at all. But again, good start from the Victory.
Here's Schmeltz holding the ball up. And every time Shane Schmeltz has got the ball this evening, just shepherded very tightly by the Victory defence. Lockhead, only way for him is back. And again, let's go sideline. Mark Elric with Stu Jacobs.
Well, Stu, fantastic crowd and certainly not the start you wanted for the first half.
No, we've been disappointing, Mark. I guess to miss a penalty too doesn't make things, that good for us. But you know, we've just got to. I think they were in this position in the pre-season game in Melbourne, 1-0 down, and I think we got on top for the back into the 20 minutes of that first half. We've got to maintain that now and just try and get them in those wide areas. I mean, the other areas we've got to try and expose and be really careful of their front two, Woolsop and Thompson. I think, you know, if we sort of don't concentrate and dive into areas and go further forward without, you know, being aware of those two, they'll punish it.
Yeah, certainly the key there is for Stephen Alden and Cleverson just to try and get that communication, if they can, going better going forward.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, certainly the fullbacks are key to us going forward, Stephen and Tony. which I guess puts a wee bit of pressure on Cal Dodd and Clebo in the middle there, just to keep things nice and tight. So, yeah, and it's communication's the key, I think, Mark.
Cheers, mate. Enjoy the second half.
Cheers.
Free kick for the Phoenix. Again, Ferrante, Daniel over the ball, just taken short. Aloisi, they look to get in behind. The ball from Aloisi, not what Daniel wanted.
Those usually come off on the training pitch. There's ones, the overlapping run just on the other side of the wall there. Aloisi looking to release him on the outside. You really have to make a most of these set pieces in around those wide areas, getting good delivery into the box. I think is first and foremost for the night. Beg your pardon, for the Phoenix.
Two good leaps from Cleverson. Well, the second one the referees pulled him up for. Just collecting Muscat in the back of the head.
You see Cleverson again. Yeah. Two hard men of the first 45. This time it was Kevin Muscat on the end of a challenge from Cleverson. He'll be used to those sort of things, Kevin Muscat.
Again, Cleverson up and cleared by the Phoenix. Bit of space for Keenan. This one too. Just a lack of communication. Looking for the run from Allsop, Muscat was. Goes forward and gives Ferrante a bit of a shove. Cleverson switches play. It's a good ball from Cleverson. Lockhead cuts inside. Can he get a shot away? Here's Christie in the box. Lockhead again. It's a little bit static now.
The moment had gone as soon as he passed that ball inside to Jeremy Christie, I think. A better option to take him on the outside, naturally left-sided. Lockhead can swing that ball in. Chose obviously to go down the inside the box with Jeremy Christie, and the move broke down.
Because the strikers will be expecting that, won't they, Harry? You know, your strikers, you're looking for the ball in early, you make your run, try and get in front of your man.
That's right. And all of a sudden, when they take an extra touch or an extra pass, the momentum stops. So does your run into the box as well, easily marked.
Cleverson certainly putting himself about now, pushing forward, doing everything he can to try and win possession for his side. Aloisi slips over. Cleverson diving in, he's on a yellow card as well, just to make sure he times those. Now Daniel into the box again gets shouldered off the ball as in the first half, and again the referee wants nothing to do with it. And now Christie gets pulled up for a free kick, and it looks like Mark Shield wants to have a word with Daniel. And he's telling him in no uncertain terms, highlighting the one in the first half and the one there, saying don't dive.
Oh, shoulder to shoulder, wasn't it?
And Cleverson wins a header. Menendez. Here's Broxham up against Lockhead. Checks inside. Back to Muscat. Over the top. No offside flag. Good work from Dodd. Good strength from the central defender. Holding off Danny Allsop. Had to be strong, and he was.
Very composed, 2 feet under that high ball. Control with the thigh, because Allsop's not a small man himself.
Now the game getting stretched from end to end. Here's Ferrante. Stephen Old on the overlap. Ferrante.
Bit of momentum now for the Phoenix. It's unfortunate Ferrante wasn't able to miss that first defender with his cross. But good signs for the Phoenix.
Interesting comments from Stuart Jacobs, Harry, at half-time. They were in this position in Melbourne in the pre-season and ended up winning 2-1. So they got the momentum in the second half. Good jump. Nothing from the referee. Vaughan Coveney on Theoklitos. Phoenix playing with a lot more urgency now than they did in the first half.
Yeah, in saying that, you wouldn't want to start the game with playing catch-up football, would you? Every time, although you know you're going to finish strongly. But rather that tempo and that enthusiasm right from kick-off. See Shane Smeltz in. It was Roddy Vargas going shoulder to shoulder there. Shane Smeltz certainly putting himself about up the front with Vaughan Coveney. We'd like to see Vaughan more involved in the game if we can.
There's Matthew Kemp. Down the line, nice ball, nice touch inside from Keenan. Ball over the top looking, Allsop charge in the back, this time from the striker.
They're looking for that ball every time, aren't they? Just inside Carl Dodd or Cleverson for behind running Allsop this time, but we saw Brebner break through after the first 2 or 3 minutes in the second half.
Coveney battling with Kemp. Daniel tries to help out. 3v2 up front for the victory. And a despairing lunge from Cleverson. Saves the day. Now Schmeltz. Great tempo to the game right now. Schmeltz checks inside. Daniel picks it up. Here's Aloisi. Man coming on now. Ferrante. Aloisi again, looking for the ball over the top. Crowd getting in behind the Phoenix. Needed the run from Stephen Old. A run that never came. Again, a bit too adventurous from Ferrante. Trying to switch the play very quickly. 10 minutes gone already in the second half. Phoenix still behind by that solitary goal.
Yeah, Freddie, there's going to be a change. As Aaron said at half-time, this young man, Kaz, Patafta's coming on. Fernando's
patiently building up. Final ball in from Lockheed. Looking for Coveney. Misses its mark.
You've got to guarantee those balls into the front men just on those flanks. You overhit it just a tad. Obviously the advantage then will be on the defender running backwards to goal. Just in front of Coveney, quick to run onto the ball, bring it down and bring someone else into play.
It again. This time it's Daniel. Daniel trying to get into the box. Piakowski can't keep it in. Much to the pleasure of the crowd. The yellow fever in that part of the ground. Lockheed trying to work something with Daniel. Actually, they just want to throw it. And now the substitution can be made. So Kaz Patafta will come on. Luis Hernandez makes his way to the sideline. Kaz Batafta, captain of the Aussie under-17 team, and currently he's on loan from Benfica in the Portuguese Liga. So again, exciting young prospect, Batafta. Luis! Terrific strike from the Phoenix captain. The ball rolled nicely across for Ross Aloisi. He's let rip a pile driver, but unfortunately it's just gone flashing past the post.
You certainly can hit a strike a fantastic ball, Ross Aloisi, and that one just past the post. And that would give him confidence. He's the sort of player that out anywhere outside that box is very, very dangerous.
Again, the Phoenix take the free kick quickly. Looking to play the game at a higher tempo now. The Phoenix done a lot of work on their fitness through the pre-season. I think they're banking on that to come to their aid in the last half hour of this match. Smelts again running into a dead end. Thompson, as he always does, skips past one or two. Now Melbourne spreading the play wide. Nice into play. Ball slips across. Danny Allsop to finish. And Danny Allsop makes it 2-0. Again, they've carved the Phoenix up through the guts. And Allsop, the man on hand. Cool, calm finish from the Victory striker.
You see when they get the ball, they move it quickly. One or two short passes, as we see here. Thompson involved. Danny Allsop, he doesn't miss from there. Cool and calm under pressure.
Joseph Keenan with the incisive run. Slips it through the legs of Carl Dodd. Plaintiff appeals for offside. No chance of that. And Danny Allsop doubles the advantage for the Victory. There he is again, Allsop. And now the Victory charging forward in numbers.
Major blow for the Phoenix after 10 or 15 minutes of pressure there and unable to conjure up any chances on goal. Unfortunately, that's, you know, the Victory go down the other end. This is probably their only second or third chance of this half, and they've made them pay.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it, Harry? They've made them pay. Got that quality up front, just to kill you when you think you're on top.
Yeah, they're very, very clinical, very clinical. You see again, watching Danny Allsop, every time someone gets the ball, he's already off. He's already making that run off the shoulder of Cleverson or Dodd.
This time it's Ferranton, Broxham. Flag goes up. Just catching Allsop offside. Always flirting with the offside line, Danny Allsop. Again, important for the Phoenix. They keep going with the game. Can't let the deficit get to them. Here's Daniel. We're looking to him. And now it looks like Daniel's going to pick up a yellow card for diving. Mark Shield indicating 3's enough. Interesting to see whether he catches him. Just a touch on the right, on the left foot. Probably hard done by there, Daniel.
Right, talk about Daniel, talk about Brazilians. We've got one just about to appear, Felipe. Yet to find out who's coming off.
Referee holds up play as the Phoenix looking to make their first substitution of the evening. Jeremy Christie will be coming to the sidelines. And as Mark Owick indicated, Felipe Campos gets his first taste of A-League action. So 3 Brazilians on the park for the Phoenix now. There's Ferrante. Drills that ball into Vaughan Coveney. Nice touch from Coveney with the outside of his foot. Might be a little too strong for Stephen Old. Does well to keep it in, does Old. And just offside, Stephen Old. What about that for a first touch?
Not bad, was it? It's the sort of flair you expect from these sort of players. These are the players that the crowds come to see. Archie Thompson, Danny Allsop, Felipe Campos, Daniel. These are the players that you can expect those sort of things come off.
There is Felipe again. This time he loses possession. There's Keenan. Cries of keep the ball moving coming from the Victory bench. Done that well this evening. Keenan again showing good pace. Cleverson getting back. And corner to the Victory.
They're very mindful when they do have possession. The Victory, they don't give much away. They don't turn over possession a hell of a lot. In those situations there, keep the ball moving. Just keep the ball. Work it into areas where we can make them pay, get some sort of advantage. And this time they've got a corner.
Joseph Keenan just struggling a bit now. Good shake of the head. Looks like he's got something wrong. The lower part of his leg. Just putting a stretch on his Achilles there. A good game, Keenan. Setting up the second goal. England under 21, under 20 international, sorry. Out of Chelsea. There's a good pedigree. Corner for the Victory. Deep to the back post. Headed away by Stephen Old.
Yeah, he's not looking too great.
Daniel wins the ball. Felipe. There's some good pace, Felipe here. Just runs into Lee Broxham.
That's the curse to the commentator down here, Freddie. It's bounced back, just a touch of cramp on that left calf. Keenan ready to take the field as soon as the ball goes out of play.
Keenan coming back on now. Just had notification. The crowd today, 14,400. And that's a record for a club game in New Zealand. Previous record, just over 13,000 in the old NSL. As Archie Thompson flies forward. Flag goes up for offside though. The old club record. The Kings against Marconi, 2001. So well done, Wellington.
Yeah, Archie Thompson just sliding the ball through there. And again, you know, numerous times that the Victory have got close around that 18-yard box with little through balls from Allsop or Thompson or Hernandez.
blocks him. Thompson ducking and weaving. Archie Thompson gets the ball again, just drops it off. Keenan can fit again, just puts the ball in behind. Good cross that from Keenan. He's catching the defence in two minds. Tony Lockhead, the crowd trying to lift the Phoenix again. Felipe. Here's Aloisi. Stephen Old pushing up again. Edge of the box. But again, Shane Smeltz can't get enough power in his shot. And plenty of Melbourne Victory players back there to defend.
Again, a good spell for the Phoenix, coming in, attacking both down the right and the left-hand side. They need to get some quality ball into the box, into Coveney and Smeltz.
Poor touch from Aloisi. Has to be careful, he's just holding him up there, Ross Aloisi. And he'll pick up a yellow card. Ross Aloisi put that one down to his poor first touch a couple of seconds ago. Frustration showing on the face of the Phoenix captain.
He probably didn't have a choice either but to concede the free kick there. Going to toe-to-toe with Kevin Muscat because he was away in the middle of the park. Thompson and Alsop just ahead of him.
Yeah, I wonder what the odds were on that Ross Aloisi picking up a yellow card in this match, Harry. Probably pretty high, you'd expect.
Aloisi or Muscat, I think, was the pick for the first one, wasn't it, Fred? He's a player that they need to get the ball to very quickly. Fresh legs. Fresh legs, fresh mind.
Felipe wins the free kick. Bit of miscommunication there between the two Brazilians.
Very tight tonight at the back, Melbourne Victory. They haven't gotten anything away. Vargas and Iliola Milicevic. Pirakowski tucking in.
Again, Felipe dropping back. Pick the ball up off the back four.
Yeah, I think they've got to do that. Get the ball into Felipe in and around that attacking third, dragging defenders out. Looking at Coveney and Smeltz. I think to become a bit more mobile up the front there, to make little runs for them, offering them the ball at the feet or down the side of down into the channels. Get Vargas and Kemp, pull them out of the line there. Now, this is easy for the defenders, this sort of thing.
There's Felipe with the shot. Just had to hurry it. Couldn't get the power that he wanted. Coveney peels away. It's too easy for the defence though. Just not asking enough questions. Here's Coveney. Not a great touch from Coveney. Felipe. Ferrante. Switches it out. Lockhead. Lockhead and Old both pushing forward as much as they can. And then the crucial pass. Just not getting there. Ferrante wins the ball and gets his pocket picked straight away. Pirakowski. Aloisi is trying to drive his team on. Merrick giving a bit of instruction to his team to look for the second ball. As Cleverson clears his lines. Bremner. Valente is dwelling on the ball. This time no offside flag. Lockheed getting back. Thompson expecting the foul there. Gets up very slowly, Archie Thompson. Let's talk that he was carrying an injury into this match. He was just fit enough to play.
There goes the Phoenix, going to make another change, tactical change here. Vaughan Coveney come off and replaced by Royce Brownlee. Straight change.
Phoenix have a throw. Here's Old. Aloisi. Felipe, one-on-one with his defender. Good ball in to Felipe. Hit that cross very early. Just tempting the defence. Oh, that's a lovely touch from Allsop. The ball all the way back. And the Phoenix have to build up from their own third. Again, they go for the long ball over the top. Here's Coveney. Phoenix will make the substitution. And it'll be Vaughan Coveney. As Carl Dodd goes into the back. It's his knee in the back of Danny Allsop. So Vaughan Coveney's night is done. The 35-year-old striker. And Royce Brownlee, former Queensland Roar player, gets 15 minutes to make an impact here in Wellington.
You're looking at Royce Brownlee just to stay high, pushing on Roddy Vargas at the back there. He does lay a good platform.
So a yellow card for time wasting on Kevin Muscat. Muscat, the sixth yellow card of, sorry, the eighth yellow card of the evening. 4 apiece for the Phoenix in Melbourne. Quite surprising given it hasn't really been a dirty game. One for time wasting, one for diving. And now the Phoenix. Here's Smelts. Keeps the ball in, Smelts. Felipe again one-on-one, tries to go past his man.
Yeah, fellas, another change. It's the last we're going to see of Archie Thompson. Adrian Caceres makes way.
Archie Thompson leaves the field. And Adrian Caceres comes on. Probably means a reshuffle for the Victory. Caceres heads straight to the right midfield position where he's more comfortable, more familiar. And Cleverson delivers the ball. Back in the 18-yard box. Felipe's in there. Ball squirts out for a corner, but just for a second it looked like Felipe could get his foot on it. had a good impact. There's Felipe, enthusiastic, trying to get involved in everything.
It was Daniel that made the initial header. Yeah, Felipe has he's been just about everything that the Phoenix have had in that attacking third.
In near post, flicked on, touchdown! And the crowd goes up. Daniel it is! Daniel heads the first goal for the Phoenix. And with 12 minutes to go, the Phoenix are back in the match. And the Westpac Stadium rises 1 to the Brazilian.
Great corner. Whipped in with pace. That was Daniel. Retribution, I think, tonight for the Brazilian. But it was the delivery. Fantastic delivery with pace into the box.
So the crowd now really get behind the Phoenix. Here's the goal scorer, Daniel. And the Phoenix win the throw. Two Brazilians combining. Lockhead with the delivery. Offside flags up on the side. Just the 1-2. Caught Daniel in an offside position.
He's done some great work since he's been on, Daniel. Fantastic delivery. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon, it was Felipe I was talking about there, taking the corner. Just what the Phoenix needs. They've had pressure for most of the second half and had little to show for it. These are the sort of chances you have to take. And now the last 10 minutes, I think there's going to be pushing on. You have to be careful. The likes of Caceres just coming on the break is very, very quick.
The Ocletos in no hurry to take the free kick. Cleverson, the towering header. Ferrante keeps it in. Stephen Old goes forward. Have to be careful they don't go too far forward because they might get caught out through Danny Allsop. Cleverson takes him down. Yeah, Mark Shields has a good long look at that one because Cleverson's on a yellow card.
You saw it when Ferrante rolled that ball in, that 50-50 ball. Muscat got a touch in.
Keenan on the charge again inside. Brebner. Dodd wins the challenge. The Victory still prepared to throw players forward though. Ferrante looking forward. Daniel touches it on. Now Ricky Herbert up off the bench, pointing instructions to his players. He's telling them to diagonally into the corners. Ricky Herbert telling his players to push on. And there's Ernie Merrick as well. Straight away the pressure's gone up a touch.
The whole atmosphere in the crowd has lifted again.
Aloisi not happy with that. But Tafta done enough to keep the ball in. And it's all time being wasted by the Victory. Kemp as well, taking his time. Players forward, delivered to the back post. Keeper comes and collects. Now they'll be looking to break quickly, the Phoenix. Cleverson. The ball catching the players in two minds. The keeper had come. Ball just got taken away from him. Anxious moments for Theoklitos. Lockhead with the delivery. Lockhead hit it over the top, and the Phoenix are level.
It all came from the miscommunication from Theoklitos. Shane Smelts, the help of Kemp, I think it was. But he'll be taking that one. What a fantastic goal for Shane Smelts. He's been in the headlines in the pre-season with a number of goals. He's marked off tonight with a fantastic header.
So Smelts brings the Phoenix level. From 2 goals down, they've clawed their way back to 2-2. 5 minutes remaining. Important they keep their heads. Keenan again. Keenan, good skills from Keenan. Over the back and cleared away. Here's Daniel. You could say he's in the lion's den because that's what it is now. It's all been set up for as an occasion all week, for the previous weeks actually. And now Shane Smelts has really brought the crowd to life. Ball out on the far side. And then Felipe gets in with the challenge. Broxham. Victory, now they're looking forward. A bit more urgency in their play as well. Allsop drops out of the line. Keenan, Allsop again. Allsop with the strike. Always too high from Danny Allsop.
Good lead-up play from the Victory though. Allsop 35 yards out for the looks of things. Didn't bother Glenn Moss at all in goal, but a little bit of pressure from the Victory. They need to pick themselves up again. About 10 or 15 minutes in the second half when they were under pressure from the Phoenix, but they were able to lock them.
There's Ferrante putting the ball into the corners. Goal scorer Schmeltz lays the ball back. Felipe, he's got good pace. Felipe then gets knocked over. Been an inspired substitution. Felipe really made things happen. There's Ricky Herbert. I don't think many of the players could hear him in this atmosphere. Drums beating, telling Cleverson to get forward. Delivery to the back post. Theoklitos comes too close to the keeper. Two and a half minutes to go. Here's Daniel. The Phoenix finishing the stronger of the two sides. Felipe into the box. Felipe drills it across.
He's looked very lively since he's come on the last 20-30 minutes. Felipe.
Lockhead. Keenan getting caught up amongst themselves now, the Victory. Referee Mike Shield gets in the way. Now chance for the Phoenix. Referee waves play on. There was an altercation and back play. And that might not be the end of it. And the referee pulls out a yellow card. Aloisi on the ground. Yellow card for Joseph Keenan. Well, the ball got played away, and Keenan and Aloisi came together.
You see Keenan or both going in. Keenan especially catching Aloisi on the shin pad there, on the shin.
And while that was going on, the Phoenix have won themselves a corner. Chance go up around the ground. Good delivery, Cleverson. Edge of the box. Chance to shoot. Dodd, he's got to get that ball away. Here's Aloisi. Out to Daniel. Daniel needs a good delivery in behind. Dodd again. Trying to chip the keeper. Phoenix will have to get back in defend. It's a poor kick from the Victory keeper. Herbert's pushing his players forward. He knows the momentum's with his side. Time up. 4 minutes of added time. The Phoenix go hunting a win. Tafta. Bremner wide. Good intervention from Tony Lockhead. Very animated Ricky Herbert. Here's Daniel. Daniel turns on it, looks forward, finds his compatriot Felipe. Just gets bundled off at Felipe. Goes in with a flying boot as the Brazilian. Free kick quickly taken. Space out right for the Victory. They head the other way. Now through the middle. Felipe again getting involved. Ball still not cleared. Out to Broxham. Broxham taking on Lockhead. Gets past him, Broxham. Carl Dodd does well to get across. Felipe. He's trying to do too much in the back third. And then links up. Terrific 1-2 with Daniel. Schmelz, good turn, Schmelz. Schmelz lining up a shot. Here's Brownlee. Brownlee hits the post. Well, for the thickness of the post, the Phoenix would be up. Now they have to get back again, though. Chance for the Victory. There's a poor ball, easily cut out by Stephen Old. Handball in the middle of the park. Phoenix desperate to keep the play going.
Royce Brownlee.
Here's Daniel again, into the box, Daniel to Felipe. Ball not cleared by Melbourne. Felipe, corner. All the pressure on the Victory.
What a chance by Brownlee. What a fantastic
Quickly
chance.
taken, here's Ferrante. 100 miles an hour, over the top! Shane Schmelz can't keep his header down. And with a minute to go, the Phoenix is spurning chances to wrap this game up.
Well, what a way to finish the game. Look at the Shane Schmelz. Oh, ever so close. They can take great heart from the way they've played the last 45 especially. The Phoenix coming from behind, missing a penalty. Still not over yet.
That'll be a goal kick. Into the dying seconds of the match. Is there a chance for the Phoenix to push forward again? Here's Cleverson. Just bombs that one into the Victory defence. Here's Felipe again. This time his touch lets him down. Muskets lets him down as well. Ernie Merrick trying to ask for calm from his players. Felipe, Aloisi, Dodd, and the referee brings it to a close. A pulsating last 15 minutes. The crowd rises one to the Phoenix. They've been entertained this evening. And after going behind by 2 goals, the Phoenix have come back with a roar. And here at Westpac Stadium, it all ends up with the Melbourne Victory and the Phoenix playing out a scintillating 2-2 draw.